In the mid-1880s, when the transcontinental line was completed, the Canadian Pacific Railway relied on 440 locomotives for motive power. They owned over 400. However, they soon realized that the big hill east of Field required more power. In 1884, an order was placed for two 280 Constellations, numbered 312 and 313. They were built by the Baldwin Locomotive Works, originally located in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and later in nearby Eddystone, Pennsylvania. Two more, numbered 314 and 315, were delivered in 1886. Locomotive 314 was thrust into infamy in 1889 when heading a 14-car coal train down the big hill. Behind schedule, Jack Spencer, the engineer, eased the braking to try and gain some time. By the time the train was approaching the third safety switch, it was out of control. The switchman thought he heard the 4 short whistle blasts indicating the train was under control, and threw the switch, giving the train the main line. Moments later, it derailed. The brakeman died instantly. The fireman, who lost both legs, died a few hours later. The Canadian Pacific Railway rebuilt and returned Locomotive 314 to service. In 1894, while pushing an eastbound train uphill 2 miles east of Field, the boiler exploded when the water level became too low. Fred Johnson, the conductor, recalled the incident. "I was sitting on top of the second car in front of the engine that exploded. I heard a report, but did not pay much attention to it. I thought it was a rock slide. I saw the dust on the mountainside and said to my brakeman Crump, who was sitting beside me, 'It's going to strike our car,' and I prepared to save myself if the car went over. When the dust cleared, I saw the boiler rolling down the hill, and it struck the car I was on and knocked it over. I jumped as it went over. I went at once to recover the bodies. Wheatley's body was found between 25 and 50 yards from the explosion, below the track, and Hunt's body from 150 to 250 yards off in the same direction. The locomotive was again rebuilt. In 1907, the Canadian Pacific Railway renumbered it to 1320 and reclassified it to a Class L2C. Then in 1912, changed the number to 3120. It was scrapped in 1917 after 31 years in service. The dome torn from the locomotive in the 1894 boiler explosion is on view at the Spiral Tunnel viewpoint on the Trans-Canada Highway.